Hello and welcome back to Running Train. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video and continuing on with taking a look at what this particular title, this particular simulator, known in Japanese as Hashiresha, is all about. We are going to be taking a look, I'm going to be taking a look, hopefully along with you, at the diesel train that is available in this particular title. So if we just go over to start driving and we have a look at some of these routes, there are these limited express services. So we have this one here. So the two that I have, or the three that I've done, is I've done this local service with 7 stops. This local service, this was in the snow with 7 stops. So that pretty much covers almost the entire route that we've been down. I've also done, if we go to the Fukugawa line, which is just this little line here, I have done this one, which was a 12-minute journey, which was at night. So those are the 3 that I have done, but I have not done the entire route from Nagara to Kanamori, or from Kanamori over to Nagara, whichever way it goes, in its entirety. And that is what the express services will do. So we have a couple of express services going that way, so that's an up. All we have a down. Now, I think I've already done an up in that direction, and I've done a down in that direction. So maybe just doing an up all the way through would be the most suitable. And for the sake of, let me think. I'm just trying to think about time of day. So I've not done any that are maybe in the evening. So we could do this evening one. Should be around sunset because the next one is at 18:05. So that, and it marks that as night. So that, either that one or that one should be as the sun is setting. And the one I want to do is going to be that one there because that is the upward direction. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I'm going to be using the diesel train. And it looks like there are only 2 colours to it. And both colours look the same. So that is that. We will do winter, but we're going to do winter and clear. So this is going to be quite interesting. So make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started. Let's have a look at how the DC8500 4-car set works on this particular run. And can I, after not having played this for over a week, can I actually still get a B? Because apparently B is where I am with this sort of driving. Also, how many stops does this have? I didn't actually check. 5 stops. Takahashi, Ise, Omishima, Uetsu. There you go. That's probably all pronounced wrong. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned and let's get started. Okay, switch the reverser into forwards, release the emergency brake, switch off the chime, and wait for our departure. And this is a train that we have. Those are the headlights. Okay, I am going to go into pause, and it looks so realistic. Guess I could. Oh, that is a bad view. Would you be? I suppose you'd be standing. I guess something like this would be where you stand. I have no idea. Anyway, I just find that this looks so incredibly realistic, and I do have the destination board on the front. That is interesting. I want to see. First, let's hear what the horn is like. Wait. Okay, a similar sort of horn. Let's go back inside, I suppose. We should be departing very soon. Interesting cabin. Oh, glass. That is interesting too. Something we do not have in British locomotives like this. Right, release the brakes and let's get ourselves going. Okay, diesel engine. Oh, that sounds so good. It's going to coast out at 35 or 34. I can imagine this is going to look really cool. Oh, it does as well. Imagine just being here, watching the train leave. Or even on this side. I do apologise. I know some people might not be interested in seeing this part of it, but I find it interesting. Also, control over the points. This is the first time I've actually seen control over the points. That is a scary view, although that is quite nice. You would not want to be standing there. I suppose you'd probably want to be something along these lines. There you go. Potentially. Listening to it going over the flanges is quite interesting. Should be heading into the 45 any second now, and then up to 120. So I'm looking for the 4-car mark. So 1, 2, 3. As we pass the 4, there it is. I will start accelerating. So that is something I actually figured it out of my own accord. I thought that was pretty cool. There's the sun going down. Notch 5. Oh, this is quite a diesel engine. Just had it switch gear as well. And I just noticed how it's... Look at the lighting on this. If it switches gear again. I'm losing a lot of points here because I was speeding. I was too busy looking at this bit of lighting here about what gear you're in and how the power is going. Oh, and we're back up to... Well, that was awkward. There goes my chance of getting a grade A or whatever it is. Coming into a 90. And we are stopping at the next station. So I have to see what the braking performance is like on this particular locomotive or this particular engine too. So I'll figure it out, and I'll probably start braking around the... Oh, where should I start braking? Around the 800 meter mark. We're doing about 50 miles per hour, so start braking now, actually, because we're going into a 65. Okay, we're at the speed that I need to be to approach the station. So now I just need to get to the station. I'm going to be late immediately. This does have pretty good braking performance. Is that a 35 for me? I do not know. We are very late again. I'm never going to end up being on time with any of this. I just appear to be completely incapable of doing it. And you have to stop in such a... You have to really stop well. There we go. Not good. Not good at all. What do the doors look like on this one? Oh, slight camera issue. Just waiting for the departure. Okay, so acceleration, if I am doing... If I'm doing 50 kilometers per hour at 300 meters from the station, we should be alright. I see no speed limit, that's 15 going across. Gear shift. So that must be clutch. Actually, I can just keep accelerating. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No, do not keep going. We're going into a 70. Go. So yes, this bit here that I'm looking at, that looks like maybe that's clutch or no power or something. The sign on the side, I now know what that says. I figured it out in the last video, the flashing sign on the boards above the platform. They appear to say, or I think they say, what was it? Densha gakimasu. Why they say that, I do not know, because I'm not exactly sure what that means. Something about a train, maybe a train approaching, or watch out for the train. That is probably what it means. Watch out for the train. There's that gakimasu part. That sort of, I think that is probably what it is. There is no point in me accelerating beyond what my current speed, because I'd have to brake. So, oh, could I actually get a... Could. Now, this is where maybe motion blur would really come in handy. Oh, this is the... Was this the station? No, this was not the station. I was going to say, was this the station where I stopped? And, right, let's get a good camera angle for this one. How about there? look, that's too low. How about there? There we go. That does not look too bad. There's a tree in the way, or a bush in the way. There we go. That does not look too bad. Thumbnails. That is what I'm looking for right now. Into the 70. We are stopping. Actually, we are passing ECE. 80. We are going into an 80. So I'm not sure why that was 70, 120 and 80 again. So ECE we're going past. There comes another 120. Power up. Here we go. Hayakawa we are also going past. So we are late for passing ECE. By 30 seconds. Well, I have no idea where the station is. There is the station. We are 40 seconds late on the passing of this station. This was the station where I had stopped and one of these trains went past. We are passing the next station as well. This is interesting. Perhaps maybe not quite as interesting as the stopping services. There's lots more stopping going on, but this is still pretty good because there is a lot of action. The speed limits change often. You have to be aware of all of that and the speed that you can go. That coming out of that tunnel every single time it does, it's quite bright. Now, how late am I for this one? We're just ending up later and later going through each one of these. I'm now nearly a minute late, which is not good. Am I stopping at the next station? No, I'm still... I think I am stopping at Mishimiya. Or Mishima, yeah. I think I call it Mishimiya. It's not, it's Mishima. Or Mishima, maybe. I do not know. But Komori we are definitely not stopping at. Brakes. See, this is the part that is interesting because there's a lot of braking that needs to happen, a lot of come on, more brakes. There we go. Made it. You really have to be on the ball here. Also, I thought I selected winter. I think I might have accidentally ended up back in spring. Because this does not look like winter in the slightest. Going up in speed very shortly as we pass the number 4 there. So those numbers there are the carriage lengths, I believe. Coming up to the next station. we are a minute, nearly a minute late, and then stopping at the next one. That is revving quite highly. Change gear, there you go. And now it is in second gear. Okay, time to start figuring out the brakes for this as well. I'm going to start braking now. Keep braking, keep braking. Oh, I might have messed this one up. I need to be down to 50. Keep braking. There we go. Okay. Now this could be okay. This could be okay. Try and keep that as smooth as possible. Actually, I've somehow managed that. I'm 30 seconds late. So it's part of getting this smooth, this braking. If you can get this braking really smoothly figured out, then you are in a really good state. That is where you can gain a lot of time. Because had I managed to get that braking performance smoothly, I would have saved about 10 seconds. But I clearly cannot do that yet. Notch 3. Past the next station. Iwaminato. Notch 4. Shifted gear. Notch 5. Now just watch out for speed limits. Like that 95 coming up. This train is very powerful. There is a bit of a delay. I will admit there is a bit of a delay on the actual. Actually, I want this slightly further up. Do I, or do I want to do it? Do I want to take the picture? Yes. Oh, yes. I want to take a picture with a skyline in it. So if I can go about there. I'll do that, actually. Oops. Oh, I've messed that up. This is zoomed in as much as possible. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. There we go. We'll take that as a picture. I also want to try and get a picture of this from the back of the train. Not really had a look at the back and how that... Oh, that could work. Because there's if you look carefully, there's a ship in the distance. You get to see that too. Not exactly the most... not the most detailed or well composited picture, I'll admit. Certainly far from it, but it isn't terrible. There just isn't much going on in this picture. It's just something about this title and its ability to the visuals in this title just are very, very well done. Full power. Oh wait, not full power. Back down to 90. So that is a weird bit, I think, that perhaps the developer needs to look at, is how the speed limits change. So that 95 to 120 back to 90, that does not make any sense to me. Brake, 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 brake. Do not lose points there. Just because this is downhill. I lost points. We are very late to the next station. Watch the speed as we fly through it. Kagura Day is the next one. I suppose I could try and go flat out through this. Now it does feel rather quick, but not actually going that quickly at all. I'm doing about 70 miles per hour. It's not really that fast. Now there is going to be a speed limit change, I'm certain of it, as we go through this tunnel, right? Definitely passing the next station, yes. Okay, that does seem fairly fast through the tunnel. That does seem very, very fast through the tunnel. Yes, we know speed limit change though. Which is interesting. This is... Okay, definitely that was the speed limit change I was expecting. Okay. One, two, three, four. Let's just max out the power again as we get through this. Oh, there's an 85 coming up. So we'll just... Unless it coasts down or decelerates slowly down to 85. 86, we'll just creep. And now start braking for this 50. slow down more. I need more brakes. I think that was a much better slowdown. So I think I need to be approaching this at 30. I need to be about 35 into the station, in my opinion, and then braking a little bit harder. I think that might be the way I'm supposed to do this. I'm not entirely certain. Less than a meter. And less than a minute late. So that's Yuetsu. Next, Shiohama. And Shiohama I am... that I am passing. So that's what the downward arrow would be. And then Imaucho is another one I am passing. Actually, it's not Cho, it's Cho. It's short. Bring ourselves up to 80. Now, without trying to put the curse of the commentator on me, I think I'm doing a better job here than I have done previously. Hello, bye-bye. Full power. It does take a while for the diesel engine to respond. I have noticed that. Just waiting for the braking. Let's go ahead and put the brakes in. I'm getting better at this. Could probably still do a better job, but I'm less than a minute late through all of these. One, two, three, four. I'll start accelerating now because of how long it takes for it to respond. Terminating, so okay, we are almost at the end of this, which is great. I think that it has gone somewhat well. A couple of mistakes here and there that have probably cost me anything higher than a B rank again. But otherwise, not too shabby at all. Brake, 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 brake. That was a harder brake that I had to do there. And then overcorrected. A little bit faster, can go a little bit faster. There we are. to our destination. Which is just a couple of miles away. There is an 80 coming up, I'm sure of it. I'm pretty sure we're going to be going to an 80 in about 20 seconds. 20-30 seconds. Actually, leave it in notch 4. It's a 90. Oh, this is going to be bad. No, managed it. Just about. Without slamming on all the brakes. I do like this. I might take a look at this. Is that tilting as well? It is tilting. That section looks great. So you have my train, and then, so what I could do is try and get an angle where, so I'm just trying to work out the angle here. Oop. So my train would be passing, it needs to be passing here. And that might get me a decent angle on all of these. Okay. Just need to be careful. There we are. Because I need to come off the throttle. As soon as I'm back in the train, I must be off the throttle. Maybe not the greatest of shots, but a little bit more dynamic than the other one. Right, very carefully. So it's going to be P1Q is what I'm pressing. No, F5, P1Q. There it is. Just on the brakes a bit because it is a downhill. Be very careful of this. Of course, we are almost at our destination too. So I'll start easing the brakes in. A little bit of stutter. I just noticed that touch of stutter there. This is a lot better. That is how I should be entering the station. Okay, I'm starting to learn. Still a bit too slow. Just have to figure that out. You can see just how much this costs me. But I did manage to stop within 20 centimeters. And that, I believe, is the end of that. Nope, that's wrong. My apologies. Sorry, everybody. Made a mistake there. I was trying to switch off the headlamps, and I pressed the horn. Sorry. Everybody's going to be very, very disappointed in me. not a bad train, not a bad train at all to try out. Also, I do like the fact that you have the stop markers right there. So that is for the 4-car stop. So if you did switch off the display on the ground, that would be telling you where to stop, because you are a 4-car train. So that tells you what you are. Maximum speed, oh, it's gone. Maximum speed of 120. So yes, that is pretty good. B, still a B. It was the penalties. That is what probably got me, unless you have to get 90% for an A. Stopping accuracy was pretty good. My punctuality, that is my braking that I need to improve. But you know what? That was not bad at all. That was really not bad at all. And that is where I'm going to end this particular video. So, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on running train. I'm not going to be... I could go around doing all of these, but I think what I might end up doing is I might do a few videos of it in the opposite direction. So I'll probably do... Yes, I'll probably do an opposite direction one like that. Oh, I could have taken that in the dock. I'll do an opposite direction one for the express service. Maybe one of these, whichever one it is. And I will probably try out a few other weather... few other weather scenarios, maybe some rain, possibly overcast weather, so on and so forth, just to see what it is like. But that will probably take 2 or 3 videos depending on which ones I do. So that is a local service. I might do that where I just stop at 15 stops, and stop all the way. That could be interesting. So I'll do that, have a look at a couple of those over the next couple of episodes, and then maybe take a break from it whilst more of it is being developed and see where it goes from there. If you wish to do so, you can check out my Patreon, Discord, and social media. Links to all of those are in the description box below. And lastly, that is about it. I do recommend this title. I certainly recommend it, especially for the price. This is very good for the price. I do wish that it was based on real railways as opposed to fictional railways, but perhaps there is some sort of licensing issue or something like that the developer would need to sort out. So for what it is really good. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Running Train, where, as I said, I will probably be trying out some of the local services or express services in different weather conditions, just to see how that actually turns out for me. Probably not so well.